Coming up, I'm going to show you why the riches are in the niches when it comes to apps. Stay tuned. What is up, App Nation? It is Steve P. Young, founder of appmasters.com, and I've got two amazing case studies for you, two different apps, two different category of apps where we're solely relying on organic downloads to drive revenue. And these two case studies show you the power of the niche that you're in and how effective it is. And I'll also tell you what this keyword traffic means in terms of downloads. Got a lot of numbers, so get your pen and paper ready. Let's get to it. All right, here we go. Keyword scores. Here's the case study, okay? Here's app number one. I'm not going to tell you anything about any of these apps. I'm just going to give you the data, the downloads, the sales, the keyword traffic, where we're ranking for everything else besides the nature of the app, all right? This app, we actually ended up buying last year, early last year, so we'll be in year 2 this year. I found this keyword, and then I searched for this keyword in the App Store, and I was like, yo, this app's number one. Oh my God, it's only charging a one-time fee. I know that I can charge a subscription because there are other apps in this space that are charging a subscription. So I was like, hey, reach out to a developer. You interested in selling this app? We came to an agreement. I'll share all those details later if you want, but we ended up buying the app, okay? So here is the traffic score. We rank number one for 2 keywords that have a search traffic score of 35 and 22. So collectively about 57 together. And what does that even mean in terms of downloads? Don't worry, I'll get you there. Here's what's happening right now. Here are the total downloads. This is the past 30 days as of this recording, okay? And you can see I'm giving you live, real data. So here's the total downloads, 130. If you don't believe that everything's coming from App Store search, well, guess what? Here it is. You can see we're getting about 100 downloads all through App Store search. There's no ASA, Apple search ads going on. It's just all through App Store organic search. We're getting a few through Browse and App Refer, but primarily all through App Store search. Now, what are the sales like? We're made in the last 30 days about $8 grand. So it's a 6-figure business already. We're going to go over 6 figures, and hopefully in year 2 will be even more than that, multiple 6 figures. But that's the power of the niche, right? We're charging $60 a year, and that's what most people are buying, just to give you some context, but that's the power. Like everybody else is focused on these keywords that are in the 50s, the 60s, the super competitive one. We'll just live in the 30s. That's all you really need to build a 6-figure business. Now, here's app number 2. This is a little bit different, and I'm excited about this one because I got the app idea. This is our client of ours. He told me the app idea. I wasn't super excited about the app idea, but I was like, all right, let me do some keyword research. I did some keyword research. Here's what I do. It's my favorite tool to use for keyword research. It's called appfollow.io. I'm getting there. I'm in the ASO tools. I'm in live keyword ranking, and I'm just picking on this right now, okay? As an example, because everybody's talking about this rage, ChatGPT. So I put ChatGPT in the search results. Here are the search results that we see, and then I'm gonna click this little eye icon. And this is how I did keyword research. So when he first told me about the idea, I put the primary keyword in here, and I just kept scrolling till I was like, oh, this is interesting, keyword. So maybe for here, it's like AI Smith. I don't know what AI Smith is, but it could be a potential app name because it's meeting the 30 search traffic score that I think I need to build a 6-figure business, right? Yes, AI, maybe. SA, maybe. So that's how we do it. We kind of do some keyword research just to kind of see, hey, is there an app out there like, let's see, Lori or Write For Me, okay? So there's a lot of Write stuff, but Lori, okay, what's that? All right, let me see that. There's Genie, obviously, because that's what this app is. All right, so now school hacks, answers. Okay, there's a lot of potential possibilities, right? So let's say Lori, for example, right? We want a couple of different keywords. I think it's important to have 2 different keywords, usually like Lori or Lori AI. Now we get that it meets the criteria, right? At least 30 or high 20s, that has it. And so what I did was I then threw it into Mobile Action or App Radar or any of these ASO tools that you want to use, and I want to get the difficulty score. When I found these 2 keywords for this client, I noticed that nobody was using it in their app title. So I was like, oh, I don't know what the difficulty score is, but I think we can rank really well for it if we have it in our title and our subtitle and our Spanish Mexico title, right? So that's what we did. So one of the keywords in the US title that has more traffic, this is the US title. And then this 28 traffic is in the MX title. It's just like Lori AI or Lori AI 1, right? As an example, right? This is not what it is, but you can see that we're using each keyword in this. So we ran it through it. We ran some different campaigns to get us number 1 for this keyword, and we are number one. And you can see the total downloads for the last 30 days, 4.4 thousand. Don't believe me that we're getting most of our downloads through App Store search. You can see here, we're getting 95 through App Store search, same days. So you can see most of it, no Apple search ads, all organic, about 100 downloads. So now you can see that we have two apps in two different categories ranking for two keywords. Number one, by the way, around 50 combined score translates to about 100 downloads a day. Now you do the math. Now this app, there's different plans and most people are not always on the yearly plan. So it's making a little bit less than what my app is doing, but we've now made $4,000 within the first month of launching. That's the power of doing research. Live in the niche. Don't worry about this. We got enough traction here. Now we can play with paywall optimization. What else can we do to drive more downloads and more revenues? You know, we have enough downloads now because the problem is a lot of times developers I speak to, they're so focused on the features and running different tests on paywalls when they don't have any downloads. So now with this app, we have enough downloads, 100 a day, to really figure out if we need to do paywall optimization, if we need to do onboarding tests and all that right? If you're not getting at least 15 downloads a day, you have a downloads problem. Don't worry about paywall. Don't worry about onboarding. Focus on getting more downloads. And then once you hit that minimum of at least 15 to 20 downloads a day, then you can start tweaking everything else. Stop tweaking all these other things if you don't have the downloads. So let's recap real quick. App number one, our app, $8,000 a month. We roughly teeter between 8 to 10,000, about 100 downloads a day for these two keywords. You have to be number one in my eye. I'll try to put another case study together with apps that are not number one for any of these keywords, and just to get a sense of what would happen if you're not number one. But another app, $4,000 a month with about 100 downloads a day. Guys, it's a simple math problem, right? Now that you found your keywords with at least a search score of high 20s or low 30s, and you feel confident that you can rank pretty well for these keywords, look, here's what we can do. You can do 3,000 downloads. Trial activation should be anywhere from 5 to 10%. So let's just put 7%. This is the trial to sub. You should probably be getting anywhere from, let's just say 35% on average, right? You get semi-subscribers. LTV, or our average order size, it's just what most people are planning to buy. So if you hopefully can get more people to on the yearly or the weekly, whichever has the highest LTV. So for our app, we're getting about $60 right here. And you can see the number makes sense. We're making, well, we make a little bit more than this. Now, our trial activation is usually around 15% on average. So as you can see, we built a six-figure business just solely relying on ASO and keywords and the niche, right? So you play around with these numbers, and no, I will not share this with you. Just make a copy of this. As you can see it, I built this. It's all internal, right? But you can see the power of the niche and just moving these little parameters like the trial conversion. Oh man, now I just built it into a $6,000 business. What if we started at 5 and then we moved to 8 and then we moved to 10? We've just doubled our business without driving any more downloads, relying solely on organic. All right, hope that was useful. Again, I think it's pretty powerful. So if you liked it just as much as I did, and how much time I spent making this video, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you're subscribed, and do me a favor. Go share this with a friend of yours. Be like, honey, wifey, maybe you should subscribe to Steve P. Young too. He's a pretty cool dude. All right, whatever it is, I appreciate your attention. It means the world to me. If you got any questions, it's easy. Just leave a comment below. I'm going to do my best to answer all your questions in the YouTube comments. All right, if you're just listening to audio, what are you doing? Go listen to it on YouTube as well. It's youtube.com/appmasters, all one word. All right, until next time, I'll see you on the next video.